Greetings, welcome back to another great video on the Comic Show, guys. But before I continue on what I'm going to be talking about for today's video, which is going to be a review, but before I talk about what's going to be, if you guys is new to the Comic Show, don't know exactly what I normally do. I do reviews, for Disney Plus, Netflix, Prime Video, and whenever I go see movies in theaters, which is like some of those blockbuster films I like seeing mostly half the time. And sometimes I do see some odd videos once in a while at the theater too. Maybe just do reviews for those kind of movies as well too. But there hasn't been anything that has spiked my interest. But either way, another videos I like to do is trailer reactions, unboxing videos, gaming videos, and theory videos. But I've done those in a little while. But stay tuned for the near future because there's gonna be a lot more coming along the way. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be doing a review for the Acolyte episode 5, and there's really not much I want to say about today's review because it's probably going to be a very short video. So, I know a lot of people are still not liking the Acolyte, and I gotta say, one thing about episode 5 I did really like the most was the lightsaber fight, play between all the Jedi that went with, Osme to the planet to go help find her evil twin sister May, and apparently something severely happened during the episode at the very end where it's going to be a mission with Master Soul. But during the beginning of the episode, it was really cool to see the stranger facing off with all the group of Jedi that came along to help with Osme to basically fend off the Sith guy. But it was really cool how they kind of inspired that scene, kind of from the Palpatine fight scene in Revenge of the Sith, where Mace Windu brought a couple of Jedi Masters with him to fend off of Palpatine. It was kind of like the same thing with this episode, but a lot different. But for X-Men Blood Day, I thought it was really cool how cold the stranger was, how he killed a couple of the Jedis, and he stabbed his one Jedi Master, and he force pulled another Jedi towards the Jedi he killed into the lightsabers, and he killed both at the same time, which was kind of interesting. It was very cold-hearted. I was like, oh my god, that was so fucking sly and cold. I was like, oh man. But yeah, the fight. The fight scene between all the Jedi and the stranger were really cool. I did not like the fact how it did not still show decapitation or a little bit of blood, because in the George Lucas made ones, because he kind of did show a little bit of decapitation and a little bit of blood, because that's just how it was back then. Because I know George Lucas wasn't really much on the blood and stuff, blood and gore kind of thing. But he did like how the lightsabers are very powerful and they can cut mostly into anything, and and another thing I kind of thought was really interesting about this episode were when the Jedi were slashing their lightsabers towards the stranger's helmet, it shut their lightsabers off, and apparently there's just some sort of metal that got served way back when that actually causes lightsabers to deactivate for a few minutes and then turn back on. And then, so they kind of brought that into canon, into the show, which was kind of interesting. I think Darth Vader had something like that in one of the comics, in one of the Star Wars Legends comic books. I don't know if they really actually introduced that into the movies when we saw Darth Vader battling against some Jedi or some people that she was shooting at. I'm not sure, but supposedly Darth Vader was supposed to have it too, kind of, ish. But either way, those are some of the things I did kind of like from episode 5. There's really nothing else that really spiked my interest. But at the very end, Ashmay and May kind of interact with each other at the very end, and then May decided to switch roles, and I think she kind of did. She decided to change her clothes into Ashmay's clothes, and I think she's going with Master Soul back to the Jedi Temple, disguised as Ashmay. So I just thought that was going to kind of be interesting, because probably the next episode they're probably going to go back to the Jedi Temple, and I think she's probably going to kill all the Jedi there. But I think it's probably not going to work because I think what her plan is, I think what her plan is, I think she's going to try to take them all out, just so that there will be no more order. But I think it's going to backfire because I think something else is going to happen. Or when the stranger finds out that the person that's laying on the ground is actually Ashme and not her apprentice, and he's going to think, oh, so this is not my apprentice. She actually went with Master Soul, and this is actually Ashme. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting things that happened in this episode, and I just one thing, like I said, the one big thing I did like the most was the lightsaber battle, which is kind of interesting, and nothing else that really happened that really spiked my interest. But I did like it. It was alright. It was okay. But I think for the rating, I think I'm probably just gonna give it a spot on. I'll give it a 3.1 out of 5. You know, it's okay, but there's just been a lot of other things that they could have fixed, and I don't want to spoil anything too much about it, but it's just like, eh, whatever. But I've been hearing a lot lately too that a lot of people have been saying that they should just officially cancel it now before it just gets worse, and I think I should agree. I think Dave Filoni is actually the head chief of LucasArts, I think, and Kathleen Kennedy is actually did produce this show. And I think Dave's just like, hey, no, we're gonna officially cancel the show. People are not liking the fact how everything's going for. We're just gonna officially cancel it. Not gonna release any more episodes. We're gonna focus on other projects that other people actually do want to see and release on Disney Plus in the near future. So we're gonna get rid of this show and get everything about it, and we're gonna change and we're gonna fix all the Wikipedia on some of the characters that were shown in this episode back to normal. Like for example, Monday, they're gonna probably change back his character sheet on Wikipedia that before when it said when he was born. They're gonna fix that and put his born date back on there. I think that's what they should do because either way, this show is not looking good. It's not looking too good with fans out there. I think they just officially canceled just right now. That's all I gotta say. That's all I want to hear. That's all I want to give you guys what I think about the show, and this basically just how I feel. So whatever you guys are in the world, more than anything, I'll get you guys in the next episode.